California Governor Gavin Newsom is now calling his city's homeless encampments unacceptable, which is odd since he's the guy who, made them acceptable, turning sidewalks into red carpet events for drug addicts, thieves, and unemployed CNN anchors. On Monday, he urged cities to ban the camps from sidewalks, parks, and other public areas. So after years of denying the problem, he's now pretending to fix it, which is like putting on a condom as you're leaving a whorehouse.
Gavin Newsom just lost it, live and unfiltered, after Greg Gutfeld lit him up like a California wildfire. In one brutal segment, Gutfeld shredded Newsom's record, ego, and hair gel, leaving viewers stunned. It wasn't a roast, it was a political demolition.
Let's take a closer look at this with a spot shadow, or no spot shadow. What exactly is he trying to say here, huh? Is it a mysterious form of sign language for morons? Is he conveying some secret code to terrorists? Is he signaling the Los Angeles Angels to steal third base?
Before we go further, hit that like button. Gutfeld walked in with his trademark smirk, target locked. Gavin Newsom, California's self-styled prince of perfection. Slick hair, slicker excuses, and Gutfeld was ready to slice through both.
Welcome to a new segment called Gavin's Hands. He keeps his hands in motion and his hair full of lotion. True, Gavin's views may be idiotic, but his hands moves, well, they're hypnotic. California Governor Newsom's new podcast is out. It's available wherever fine hair care products are sold.
He started playful, joking Newsom looks like the star of a slow-mo perfume ad, with teeth brighter than the state's power grid. If politicians were brands, Newsom would be overpriced skincare, shiny, overhyped, and irritating.
So the riots aren't a protest against authoritarianism, they're a protest against order. Once you conflate order with authoritarianism, you get chaos and destruction. So if restoring order is evil, then the Dems are now the party of disorder. Turns out the only system they had was wokeism, and it rotted any basic principles the party had to begin with. Which is why, like Gavin himself, they're left looking at 2028's hopes going up in flames.
Then he hit California itself, less shining city on a hill and more broken elevators, $9 lattes, and sidewalks blocked by dead scooters.
So Newsom is fed up with tent cities, the crime, the urban decay? No, he's not mad about that stuff. He's mad you noticed. It's like a criminal telling a jury he's sorry he robbed 25 banks when he's just sorry he got caught on the 26th. Because this isn't some spontaneous crisis. It's a man-made disaster like Chernobyl or Fox and Friends.
On homelessness, Gutfeld called Newsom's policies a mix of buzzwords and bad budgeting. San Francisco is now a scavenger hunt for clean bathrooms and streets without needles.
Why? What difference does that make? Why shouldn't a restaurant/bakery be subject to the same laws as everybody else? Is the bakers union that powerful? If you cross them, will you wind up with the Pillsbury Doughboy's head in your bed? No one will say. But according to a new Bloomberg News report, Newsom pushed for the bread exemption to help a longtime campaign donor, billionaire Greg Flynn, who happens to own a bunch of Panera Bread.
The economy. Newsom celebrates jobs, leaving like an arsonist admiring smoke. And his COVID hypocrisy, locking down Californians while dining at the French Laundry, was roasted to perfection.
It's like the wildfires. Gavin blames climate change when it was his corrupt bureaucracy. Since the Palisades fire, which destroyed 6,000 buildings, only 4 permits have been issued for rebuilding. Did climate change cause that? Hell no. So like the fires, Newsom let homelessness run wild. He allowed tens of billions of dollars to be swallowed up by a maze of consultants, nonprofits, and bureaucrats who created poop mats.
Pandemic rules under Newsom were melting popsicle logic. One day jogging okay, next day benches banned. On crime, criminals became misunderstood performance artists and shoplifting a sport.
So our dumbest politicians are getting dumber. It's like a semi-truck full of dumb pills overturned, and Gavin Newsom leaped out of his limo and ate all of them up. And now he's ODing on dumb.
I watched this one guy, was it Jesse Waters or something on Fox News? What he's been saying about Paul Pelosi the last 5-6 months? Mocking him consistently. Don't tell me that's not aiding and abetting all this. Of course it is.
Stores closing, residents fleeing, yet Newsom calls California a beacon. Schools. Indoctrination with better graphics. Housing. Promises like, I'll start dieting Monday.
Last year, after the Texas Governor Abbott ordered that parents of transitioning children should face criminal investigation, Newsom then tweeted this: "Trans kids and their families should be celebrated, not targeted by the state. They are heroes." And so to fearful families in Texas right now, California's door is always open to you. Yeah, and so is the side door on some pedophile's minivan.
Gutfeld compared Newsom to a human screensaver. Always moving, never doing anything. Running for president. Like promoting the chef of a sinking cruise ship to head the Coast Guard.
Look online. Look at the sewage that is online.
Sure, Gavin, sure. He lived in a bus, but he definitely had cable. Gav talks like this maniac set his imaginary DVR on his imaginary TV on Fox News every night while wearing Brian Kilmeade pajamas, drinking his own urine out of a Fox Nation mug, and in his beautiful, dilapidated bus of a home.
A man in love with the mirror, blind to his people's struggles. And he still lectures red states while captaining the sinking SS California.
Said he hopes the conservative Supreme Court will overturn the current law that bans his state from removing out-of-control homeless encampments. Imagine that. Well, what did you expect, Gavin? That the sanctuary seekers were going to show up in Winnebagos? Once again, another example of a high-profile lib using his big mouth to write a check his ass can't cash.
Newsom's Florida fixation. Gutfeld joked it's an unrequited bromance, banning plastic utensils while Florida builds infrastructure.
Now, it's often said that life is like a crap sandwich. The more bread you have, the less crap you gotta eat. But in Gavin Newsom's California, they mean it literally. California recently passed a law mandating a higher minimum wage for fast food restaurants, raising it from 16 to 20 bucks an hour. But it offers an odd exemption for chains that bake bread and sell it as a standalone item.
Even California's beauty got roasted. Beaches begging to be annexed by Idaho. A gorgeous trailer with a terrible ending. And Gutfeld hinted, he's only halfway done.